I do my best to be timely with my content, especially if there's something going on that relates to my content. In this video, we're going to be talking about riots. Stick around. My content is focused on survival, self-protection, defensive tactics, and awareness. I'm not on here to talk about my political opinion on all of this. I think most of you probably know that I'm conservative. So you already know how I feel about all of this. My biggest concern is for my audience to have the tools necessary that they need in the middle of all of this stuff that goes on in our world. And one of those crazy things is riots. As much as I hate to say it, I do believe that a great majority of the riots that we've seen in the last 5 years have been fueled from above. I don't even deny the possibility of these things being funded. No matter what's behind the riots, they happen. They happen often, and they will probably always happen. And who knows where this riot will be by the time this video airs. I'm filming this several days before it's going to hit YouTube. I don't live in a major city, so I have never had to live through a riot. But if you do live in a major city, in a place where this stuff can happen, there's a few things that you should know about rioters. The first thing is, regardless of where you stand in the argument, if you're out there where they are rioting, you're fair game as far as violence is concerned. They don't really care what you believe. If you're in the line of fire, they have no problem stomping you just like they're trying to stomp everything else. So you shouldn't try to go down there and reason with anybody. I saw a video earlier today on one of the platforms that I'm on where a young lady tried to go down and have conversation, and she ended up getting beat up. They don't care where you stand. When that kind of chaos is happening, you just got to get out of there. When bricks are being thrown and windows are being busted out and things are being torn apart, it's no longer a peaceful protest, and it shouldn't be treated that way. It's a riot, it's a problem, and these guys are bent on destruction. While this stuff is happening, it's best to just go somewhere else. It's best to travel elsewhere, let the proper people work in those areas and deal with that problem. If you live in a city where the riots are happening, you need to be prepared. The riot may not be going on where you are at the time, but it's possible that it could move in that direction. You have to be at a heightened level of awareness. You need good mobility, and you need the ability to defend yourself, because as I said in point 1, they don't care who you are. They're not going to ask questions. If you're in their way, you're a problem and you're a target. Back during the 2020 riots, I saw a video clip of a young lady. It looked like she was just trying to get to her car. She was trying, I don't know where she was coming from, where she was going, but 2 guys ganged up on her, beat her up. One guy picked her up, slammed her on the concrete. And again, I don't know the context, but if you're around that stuff and you're around these guys that are throwing bricks and fighting and scrapping and making ruckus, you can expect to be a target in their path. Again, they're just trying to riot and destroy things. I think they care very little about the message that they're trying to send, because there's too much hypocrisy in it anyway. I say this kind of jokingly, but I mean it. If there's a riot going on in your city, that might not be a day to be riding around in your flip-flops and sandals. I mean, for crying out loud, have something that you can move in, something you can run in, something you can fight in. My third point is going to stream from a review I did recently on the book When Violence is the Answer by Tim Larkin. And the premise of that book is that violence is not always going to be the answer. 99% of the time, it's not going to be. But when violence is the answer, make no mistake about it, it will be the only answer. And if you're in an environment where this is going down and where this can come to where you are, you have to be 100% committed to your survival. You have to be just as committed to your survival as they are to your destruction. We never know when our city, our community, or the world around us can be turned upside down. Things can happen, especially in the political climate that we're in. And my goal as a content creator is to help my audience to understand these things and to do everything possible to prepare themselves for these situations, how to avoid, how to survive if you end up in the middle of these things. California, where all of this stuff is going down right now, happens to be one of the strictest states when it comes to everyday carry self-defensive tools. But I will tell you something. These criminals, these rioters, these people out doing things, they don't care about the laws. They don't care. They're not going to worry about what they can carry and what they can't carry. So you need to keep that in mind with regards to what you choose to carry. I can't come out and tell you what to carry. I will just say, carry what's necessary to survive. Carry whatever it takes to get you back home if you're in these situations. These things are always going to happen. There's always going to be these political wars. There's always going to be people in power doing things that we can't see. But all of that stuff is outside of our control. But what is in our control is due diligence toward our own survival, and that's my main focus in this video. Take care.